It is the firm belief of a vast majority of Kenyans that things with Ruto are not too bad. Things with Kenya Kwanza and the UDA ruling class are not too bad. Yes, they have a problem here, they have a problem there, they have challenges here and there, but generally, they are stable. Things are okay. Well, if you really believe that, I urge you to take a closer look. Indeed, President William Samoei Ruto has never been so vulnerable to betrayal as he is currently. And there are quite a number of signs. There are quite a number of instances where he has already been betrayed by major powers. And we're going to look at that shortly. But first, it is important we understand what betrayal is in politics and the impact it can have in politics and the behavior of betrayal in politics towards the end of a regime. Okay? When we fully grasp that, then it will be very easy as I give you the signs to understand where we're all headed. Tupende, tusipende. Now, very simply put, betrayal happens when other factors prove to be more powerful and they overwhelm a person, so that he betrays those who trust him or her. Let me give you a few rather disturbing examples that are reality many of us can identify with. A drug addict, somebody you've known for years, somebody you trust and you've trusted for years, somebody whose true character you know, that person is overwhelmed by his addiction to betray you. Another example, this wife of somebody really loves her husband, and the husband trusts her completely, because this trust has been built over many years. He knows her true character. But then another force from outside comes into the picture. Romantic love and lust, which are very, very powerful, overwhelm this woman, this faithful woman, so that she betrays her marriage and has an affair with this man she can't resist. And she ends up betraying her husband. Bottom line, betrayal is normal in this life. It is normal human nature. As disgusting and disturbing as that is, we need to accept it as a fact of life. Now, Ruto is a very smart man, extremely smart, but his soft underbelly is failing to fully understand and appreciate human nature, which has caused him to be careless and to make some very careless mistakes. Now, as I said right from the beginning, I'm going to give you a few examples of betrayal against Ruto that has already happened. But very quickly before I do that, my latest weekly intelligence briefings will be out very shortly, so look out for it in your inbox. Now, I'm afraid the topic of discussion in this latest WIB is so sensitive that I cannot even tell you what that WIB is all about on this open channel. Now, in case you need to renew your WIB membership, you can see details on your screen right now. And in case you need to become a new member, you can use the same details you see on your screens at the moment. Now, at the same time, I've also come across some mind-bending information on what is currently unfolding in Kenyan politics. It is extremely sensitive. Indeed, too sensitive even for my WIB. My apologies in advance. And once again, I have to limit the number of people who will be able to get their hands on this highly sensitive, explosive information. For only $13 or Kenya shillings 19.99, some 50 lucky people will be able to get their hands on this bombshell information that involves Raila Amolo Odinga, retired President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, Ruto, and some powerful forces that are currently controlling our politics in Kenya. And I believe you can see details on your screens right now. Please hurry to avoid disappointment, because it is strictly 50 people only and no more. Okay? Right. It is in the public domain that Ugandan President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni and Ruto were very close. Indeed, there are those of us who believe that Museveni played a most critical role in making Ruto President of Kenya. Now, using simple logic, when somebody is very close to you and something controversial comes up, that person does something that hurts you and your country, what would normally happen? You would go to your friend, you'd go to your close friend and tell them, excuse me, this is not good. Can you please make good this thing you've done against me? And because both of you value your friendship, that issue will be quickly resolved. However, this Ruto-Museveni relationship, it ended too suddenly. Okay? Bottom line, Museveni betrayed Ruto. Now I can already hear what you're screaming at me. Yes, I know the circumstances. Yes, I know Kenya did bad to Uganda. The private businessmen did harm, not only to Kenya, but also to neighboring Uganda. However, the truth is, much worse political situations in the past have been resolved between friends very easily. And not only that, Museveni knows very well the relationship between Uhuru and Ruto. So how come now he's very close to Uhuru? Ask yourself that. It was betrayal. There was a force which overwhelmed this friendship, and it promptly ended. We don't know the full details yet, but they're beginning to emerge slowly by slowly. And when I have my ducks in a row, I will of course reveal it all on this channel. Now, when you come to local politics, betrayal against Ruto is in the air, has been in the air for a long time. And the best illustration of that is what happened very recently, about a day or two ago, in Naivasha, where some UDA politicians did something I have never seen before. Mpaka Ruto laughed, but it was an interesting laugh. Even his body language was super fascinating. They challenged him. They spoke back to him about the nurses' jobs. Now I know somebody will tell me about how people are voting for the housing levy bill right now in Parliament. Ruto is winning, and it would seem that he's winning big. And remember, sometimes those who want to betray you hold their betrayal until that point where they know their betrayal will finish you. And I can give many other examples countrywide. There are many areas in the country where there are pockets of support for Ruto who have now openly betrayed him. Kwale, Kilifi, Kakamega, etc., etc. But I want to focus on a very instructive question. What force is this on UDA politicians that is overcoming their loyalty to Ruto? It is money. Okay? Money purchased their loyalty in the first place. And for that loyalty to remain in place, that money has to keep flowing. However, because of the tough economic situations at the moment. And because Ruto has made certain decisions which have put him in a terrible position financially. That money is drying up. And it is drying up at a time when even the politicians themselves are getting deducted these taxes. Folks, we have entered the season of long knives. And in the next few weeks and months, we will see that unfold in our politics. And in my opinion, it is unlikely that this season will end, with Ruto still in power as President of Kenya. That is my prediction. By the way, there are few other factors which I've included in my special report, which further emphasize what I am saying. And so if you're in opposition, I strongly recommend that you grab it. Until next time, this is Chris Kumekucha.